Alright guys, welcome back to Project Portsmouth. This is Season 6, Part 1. Now, obviously we did say by the end of Season 6 we wanted to try and make European football. We managed to overperform last season, we managed to finish 8th. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to reach the same levels this season, based on what we have, but the transfer window doesn't shut for another few weeks. I think like 3 weeks. And we've got a couple of players I'm looking at. Hopefully, by the end of this episode you'll see if we get any in, but for now, we're going to be playing Watford. We're going to come back for the Carabao Cup second round, whoever that's against, and hopefully we can get a good result. So, we're going to play now the first game of the season, which this is the team we're going to go with as well. I would usually have the Cam, but Rolls is injured, and I don't know. I feel like this could be a good setup. Obviously, Rafa, our new signing, he's on international duty with Brazil's under-23s, and he won't start the first game. But he's basically going to replace Watmore. Watmore will be on the bench. So, yeah. Billy Gilmore doesn't get the start straight away. I don't... do I put him in? Let's put him in as a close. Go on then. Let's see how it goes. Obviously they have a good relationship, but I want to sort of build up the relationship with Billy Gilmore. So, let's... do we go cautious? No, let's stay unbalanced. And let's get into the game. So, Alberto Carrozo would like a number 28, mate. Take it or leave it. It's a big game. It's a big game. Watford are a team that we hope we can beat. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. Pretty standard. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. We're going to passionately say, we have faith in them, as you always do. And they're all in a good spot. So let's get into the game. There's no one really I recognise. Obviously, Conte Sal is a fantastic player. He is really, really good. He's not developed that much yet. Oh, wait, I missed a goal. James Garner from a season. Oh, I can't believe I missed a goal. So Lopez with the delivery. What a brilliant left foot Juan Diaz. And James Garner just sort of bounced off his head. But a really, really good start to the game. We've actually done really well. In terms of the rest of their team, I don't really recognise anyone else. I mean, I've seen the name Szymanski before, but I don't know where from. But yeah, apart from... we're not getting that much possession, considering we're on a controlled possession mentality. But Lopez with another delivery. McKenna almost on the end of it. But we're dominating the chances. Okay. Coming up to half time now. Another highlight just before it. Hoover into Da Costa. Can we get a good ball into the box? Maybe we can. Hoover on the right hand side. Garner. Okay, we're playing it around nicely, trying to work it into the box, but Hoover has a chance to deliver it now. No, he doesn't. Gilmore to Bello. Let's not lose the ball here. McKenna. Okay, what more? Okay, we're recycling very nicely. Hoover to Gilmore. Over to Bello. Come on. Oh, it was a poor effort, and Obasi saves it comfortably. Okay. So a really good first half, to be honest. I'm really happy the way things are going. Don't get complacent out there. Remind them that we've got to still stay on top of our game if we're going to win this. Okay, they've got a highlight. It starts from their throw-in. Can we win the ball back? They're playing it around quite nicely now to Szymanski. Caccini, Conceição. Okay, Hoover's done brilliantly to win it back. Now what can he do? He gets a great ball up to Wilton Da Costa. Now I need to just... take it easy. Elmac with the ball. Good pass to Garner. Back with Elmac. He's got one of our most touches. Nah, he's not, but... okay. Bello on the ball. He's given it away. It looks like they might have an opportunity with Cassidy here. And what a strike. Bello. It's a poor chance. Poor pass. He's giving it straight to them. That is a bit worrying. We need to demand more now. Bello's a bit nervous by the looks of things. They've got another delivery. Oh, okay. I'm getting a bit nervous now. I think we're going to switch to positive. I'm going to bring off Gilmore for close. And I think we're going to bring off Bello for Devine. So let's go like that. See what we can do. Bello's not had a really good debut there, as he had a bit of a mare. But hopefully with the players we bring on, we can create something. Come on. We need someone to pull something out of the bag. What do we do? What do we do? Because this is the formation we'd usually go with. Fontaine, go for it, mate. Get out there and show me what you can do. Come on. Show some passion. Okay, we've got a highlight here now. Devine on the left-hand side from our throw-in. He runs and beats the defender. Good pass to Lopez. Oh, good opportunity. That's so unlucky. Oh, is it going to be a draw? Do you know what? Away from home, though. First game of the season. Away to Watford. Where are Watford predicted to finish? Okay, they're predicted to finish second bottom. But still, you know, it's not ideal, but first game of the season. We will take it. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. But I guess we'll have to just carry on and we'll go like normal. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the next two games, show you the results and the goals, and we'll get back for the Carabao Cup game. Alright guys, so we are back. I've come back a little bit later than I intended to originally, but it's because we drew Southampton in the Cup, and we've played Southampton on the live com 2 or 3 times now. So because of that, I decided to just skip to the Man United game. So we now have basically done all our transfers. I think the transfer window is open till the end of today, but we are done with our transfers now. So, take you through the results. We played Chelsea, a 2-2 draw, and it was absolutely insane. Like, we went 1-0 up, they managed to get 2 goals back, and right near the end of the game, Jack Rolls, who came off the bench with 20 minutes left, done an absolute madness. Now, let's just take us through the goal. So, William Da Costa's mistake from Camavinga. Da Costa pounces on it from a really tight angle, squeezes it into the goal. I think it was Coman next. I think it might have been Coman. Hakimi running down, bursting down the right-hand side. Coman on the header. Good goal. They made it 2-1 just after half-time, and I was a bit worried at this point. Marcelo there. I think he's their right winger. He looks like he's pretty good. And Lopez and from the corner, and Rolls smashes it in the near post on the 91st minute to get us a point. We've always done quite well against Chelsea, to be honest. We always seem to do quite well, but so we got a draw. Really happy with that. Obviously at home. Another home game against Newcastle. And another goal from Wilton Da Costa. He's starting to show up a little bit now. We didn't actually play very well. I've noticed with our formation that we're not defending very well. Our defence has been pretty poor and our ball retention's not been great. But we are scoring goals, so can't complain. Rolls with a lovely ball into Da Costa. Rolls has almost cemented himself into the team now. And you can see here Da Costa whipping it to the back post for Hoover. So Da Costa having a brilliant game. Hoover getting a goal. They managed to get a goal back from their great cross into St Maximin. That was right after our second, and late on in the game, Lopez into Ghana. Good little link up they're having. So that's a 3-1 win, and it's very nice to get us another 3 points into the league. And then we played Southampton in the Cup, and it was Ligali, who hasn't played, I think it might have been his first start this season so far. And he's playing him at attacking midfield, and he managed to get himself 2 goals in this game, both quite early on. Yeah, really dominant performance. I think they come back a little bit in the second half, but first half we were absolutely all over him. Lopez there, a bit scrappy, but Ligali smashes it in from the edge of the box. Great finish from him. You can see Bello down the left-hand side, pass it into Lopez. A great layoff from Caruso into Ligali, who finishes it. Then Lopez again, and it was Watmore from the throw-in. Lopez is so good at free kicks. It's so invaluable to us scoring goals. And Piemonte there making it 3-1, but it wasn't enough for them. We managed to hold on. Got the 3 points. It's actually quite interesting because I do want to. Are we making the most of set? We're not even playing for set pieces. We need to because we're fantastic at them. So we're going to be playing Bristol Rovers in the next round of the Carabao Cup. Should be fairly routine. They're in League One, so it should be fairly routine. In terms of our transfers, let me show you what we've done. We were looking at Sergio Gomez, which would have been a fantastic deal in terms of value for money because he's got a £26 million clause for what's it called, relegation, but because of other business we've done, we don't have enough money to do it, so we're gonna have to cancel that deal. But it is a shame. We're gonna cancel it, but if he's still available in January, maybe we'll try and pick him up again if it's still active, of course. So transfer history, we spent a bit big. So after we brought 2 more players in terms of the outs, I don't think there was anyone of any significance. No, a couple of loans, but nothing spectacular. Renato Augusto, £22.5 million. He's 18 years old, and he's basically very similar to Sergio Gomez, and he was a few £1 million cheaper, but he's 5 years younger, and he'll be homegrown at club in a couple of years, or a few years. This guy is absolutely insane. Like, He's got a few things such as anticipation, teamwork that maybe need a bit of work to him, but everything else is so good. Like, he's just incredible. He's got, everything is like long shots as well, well-rounded. Free kicks and corners are well-rounded. Good crossing. He can play out wide if he needs to. He's got good stats for a winger. He's just a really, really good player. He's a wonder kid. So he paid his release clause, which was 22.5 million, and he pretty much goes straight into the team. He's going to be playing against Manchester United, a big, big game for him. In terms of his report, he might find it adapting to the core social group, but everything else, he's already 18, currently operating at a Premier Division level. Technical player, could improve a lot. I'm so excited about this guy. Under 27, under 20 caps already. Yeah. This guy is going to be something special, so he's going to be playing for us. We've also got Park Nam-woo, who is a good little player. He's a good little goalkeeper. If we can compare him to El-Mak, he's not quite on El-Mak's level. You can see here, he's not quite got it in terms of, competing with El-Mak, but he's 18 years old. If we compare him to Suarez, Suarez is one of those who I thought was going to be sick, he's not. He's not too far off. He's got, 16 reflexes, he's got a couple of little good statistics. For 18 years old, unfortunately he hasn't got a work permit, but we're going to try and loan him out and get him some game time. But for 1.4 million, I think that's pretty good business. So for the future anyway, it's quite a lot. It's obviously a lot more than we paid for Suarez, but this guy is going to be a lot better than Suarez. So that is our transfer dealings. We now got Manchester United. It's going to be a tough game. In terms of the team we're going to lay out, this is what we played against Southampton. We did rotate a little bit, so I think we're going to put our players back in now. So Lukima goes back in. Sorry, comes back onto the bench for Hoover. I kind of want to leave Watmore on. It would be harsh to drop him after the performance in our last game, but we are going to. Obviously, Garner can't play because it's his parent club. Stewart actually played really well in the last couple of games as well. He played the last 2 games, I believe. But here's the big one. Renato Augusto, advanced playmaker on attack. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. So we're just moving around our team at the moment. We have been playing Gilmore at Cam, which is okay. Like, it's not been anything special. It's been okay. But it was just because we didn't have a Cam. I knew we were bringing in one of either Renato Augusto or Sergio Gomez. Sergio Gomez would have been a bit smarter in terms of value for money, but for the immediate future. But this guy, this guy is going to be absolutely insane. I can't stress it enough. We can look at his progress. We can't look at his progress. Okay, we can't look at his progress, but because he was probably a non-playable league. But he is very, very good, and I hope that he can perform well against Manchester United, the 18-year-old today. We are going to go on cautious because we're away from home. In terms of this, though, I do think we'll stick on this. I've lowered our tempo and our passing just to try and retain the ball slightly better. We're not regrouping or counter-pressing, we're just trying to counter. I don't want to force them to... I'm actually going to bring this line back as well. Take off offside trap. So, that's the team we're going to go with. I think we're going to leave Bello there. Hoover on support. Automatic. Okay, that's the team we're going to go with. I'm going to go into the game now. Renato Augusto needs a number. I think we have number 10 free. Yes, we do. Let's go. Give him the number 10 shirt. Show him how much faith we have in him. This is a big one, boys. Absolutely massive. I think another 4-2-3-1 formation. Come on. Let's go get revenge after our last game. And look at them. They're absolutely delighted. They're all motivated. Let's get into the game. We struggled last time. They're a really good team. Obviously, we lost 4-0 last season. But hopefully, if we can... I don't know, if we can just keep a clean sheet for as long as possible, and we can, we never know, we can nick a goal. They have a good chance to have a Gomez, who's, I imagine, by this point, a regular starter for them. But, like I said, if we can hold our own to half-time, maybe we can catch them on a counter at some point, while they're pushing in. Greenwood with a good chance. Defensively, a little bit shaky there. Not been too solid, but what more carries out from the defence? Hoover with a great ball over to Lopez, but it's intercepted by Hasek. Really, really good interception, but a really poor finish. Okay, we're doing alright, we're holding our own, we've got more possession, which is odd. But we're not really creating any chances yet. There's still time. Pogba over to Reguilon, who I wanted to try and sign, but he's been brought down by Hoover. That is so frustrating. Pogba's going to score the penalty. Yeah, so it's 1-0. We're losing 1-0 after 20 minutes. It's not the end of the world. We've actually been playing quite well. I'm not disappointed. I'm just hoping that we can, you know, give them a bit of encouragement. Don't let their heads drop. Get back out there because we're playing really well. We're actually going to come off cautious because we are playing very good football in terms of keeping the ball. I think we're going to up our tempo just slightly. So we're going to keep playing short, but we just want to up the tempo, get out the field maybe slightly quicker, catch them off guard. Close here, get a bit more, you know, started most of our games so far. He's definitely not our first choice anymore, but he's definitely going to get quite a bit more game time than I predicted. Bello needs to deal with it. He does. McKenna now. Okay, good working it around. We've now made some space for Hoover to drive forward, and he's lost the ball. He's not having a good game so far, Hoover. He's letting us all down. Greenwood on the left-hand side. Good ball to the back post, but it's dealt with, and Grealish is there. Ah, Grealish. Ah, Jack Grealish. Well, when did he go to Man United? For 23 million last season. That's not bad. Pretty good off. He's actually a pretty good player, isn't he? Yeah, he's good. So unfortunately we are 2-0 down. I don't really know what else we can do. I'm kind of stuck. This is the problem. We go into situations like this and I get a little bit stuck. I think we have to come out positive. Maybe go out attacking in the second half. You have been unlucky. We've been actually unlucky so far. So let's go attacking right from the start. Play it slightly more direct as well. Thinking maybe not work it into the box. And let's a higher line of engagement. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's get back out there and let's do something. Come on, boys. Renato Augusto hasn't had the best debut so far, but you know, it's still time for him to improve. He's still got the rest of this game. Lopez on the free kick. We've always got a chance from that, but it's well gathered by David De Gea. And they yeet it all the way up the field to Jack Grealish, who runs through. It's a fantastic tackle from the defender. And they've almost scored. Yeah, we've got a few players not playing particularly well. I think Rolfs might have to come off. Or bring on... Who should we bring? Can Augusto play there? He can play as an advanced playmaker there. We are actually going to do that. Advanced playmaker on attack, and then we'll bring on Nigali as an advanced playmaker on attack. And let's see what we can do. We've got some good players either side. We're going to make sure that Lopez is quite defensive to make up for that. So is Close to make up for the fact that we're dropping Augusto. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a fantastic goal by Jack Grealish. It's 3-0. Oh, come on. Well, every time we play Man United, we get absolutely smashed. I don't even know how to deal with it. Right, come on. Hoover. Into the Gali. Hoover again. Oh, Hoover's just a bad game. And they just keep countering us. We need to just regroup to stop them countering. In fact, we need to counter press, I think. Because if we regroup, they're still going to beat us. We need to get the ball back instantly. And we're going to bring Hoover off. He had an absolutely woeful game. And Lukema can come on. We're actually going to put them onto wing-backs on attack. Both of our wing-backs. Oh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. If we just get 1 or 2 goals. Lopez. Into Da Costa. Oh, just over the bar. It's not being very good, is it? Come on, Bello, Legali, Lopez. Nice working around. Skip with a good opportunity. He's just wide of the post. And he's given a bit of encouragement. I think in terms of the substitutions, bring on Billy Gilmore. Come on, just get us something. Just get us something. We're not. 3-0 loss. Again, we can't seem to do well against Manchester United. I mean, look at their team. You can understand why. Like, Mason Greenwood is now worth 42.5 million. And Angel Gomez, 22.5 million. Yeah, there's a... Unlucky boys. I don't want to have a go at them. It's going to be a really, really hard game. One of the hardest games of the season. Renato Augusto makes his debut. Not really anything to be nothing crazy, but... You know, poor finishing. That's all it was. Let us down. We had a good opportunity. If we look at let's look at the stats once again. 12 shots, 5 on target. More of the ball. We really held our own, but we just couldn't score. And there was 2 really good goals from Grealish. Can't really do much about that. So let's have a look at this. Manager monthly performance review. The board aren't massively happy with our transfers. I'm happy with the transfers. But in terms of the vision and the squad, you know, they've got a lot of support. They're not very happy about the Park Nam Woo finances. I can understand why, considering we can't get a work permit, but I think he's fantastic and will be fantastic, so I'm confident in his future. So after 4 games now, we're in 14th. Probably a little bit unfortunate to be in 14th. I guess we're only 2 points behind 7th. 1 win, and that was against Newcastle, a draw against Chelsea and Watford, and loss against United. You know, we're doing alright, we're doing okay. James Garner's here had a good average rating when he's played in his 3 appearances. So he's obviously going to be playing more for us, but he just couldn't play against his parent club. So that's it really. That is going to be the end of the video, the end of the transfer window, because I'd love to get Gomez in, but we just can't afford him. I'm hoping he doesn't go. I'm really, really hoping he doesn't join another team. But I guess we're only... because I want to get him in January potentially. But I guess we'll find out, so... Thank you very much for watching. Actually, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to skip through to the end of the transfer window and show you, just in case anything happens that's interesting. It's actually quite interesting to look at this, because the transfer deadline's now hit, nothing else has really happened. But you see Man United spend 5.75 million per week on wages. 875k, rock bottom. Even Derby are spending more money on their wages than we are, and we're above our wage budget. You can see here, these are the big signings. Vinicius Jr. and Milton, both wingers. Both, Man City have got an absolutely unreal team. You can see here. But, yeah, Sheffield United made a lot of active transfers. So that's it. End of the transfer window. I'm pretty happy with the business we've done. I kind of wish I got Gomez. I feel like he's definitely a more secure signing instead of Renato Augusto. But I think he'll be absolutely fine. We've already done our squad selection, and we're just going to make sure it's all registered. That is fine, because they're under... oh, wait. Yeah, because they're under 20, they're absolutely fine. Under 21. So, that's going to be the end of the video. If you have enjoyed, please slap a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Take care, and goodbye.